Alright YouTube, what is happening? We've got a new knife video today, and we're looking at an interesting knife from NOC Knives, NOC Knives. Saw they had an Instagram page, a fellow YouTuber that I follow did a review on one of their knives, and I reached out to him and said, hey, I'm really curious about checking out your, what they call the chef knife. Looked a lot like kind of a Spidey chef, really like the blade shape and such. So there was a little miscommunication, and they sent me the wrong model, but that's okay. We're going to review it anyway, and then they are going to send me the correct one. But this one is the NOC Knives Folding Pocket Knife Outdoor Gentleman Knife Buller M390 Steel Blue Anodized TC4 Titanium Handle. This is the MT0101. Really cool packaging. Gonna give them huge props for this packaging. It's awesome. Nice case on there. Alright, so here we go. This is an interesting, so it's called the Wing, as well as that 101 model number. A very interesting design here. Now what I'm going to do in this review is approach it a little differently, because this is not one that I would typically have purchased myself. Simply because I don't love the design of the knife. But what we're doing here is more introducing this knife company and talking about the build quality and the construction, the fit and finish of the knife. That, in this case, is kind of what we're going to focus on. I'm gonna be too biased on this design, because this is not the one that I was after, and so forth. So this is, like I said, a titanium knife. Now the NOC knives, after doing a little bit more research, let me give you the price point on this first to start out with. This is $149. Typically, you can find them on Amazon. Blade HQ sells them. And we'll go over the basic specs and everything first before I get too into that. You have Buller M390 blade steel, which is huge for that price point. Blade length on this is 3.75 inches with a 3.625 cutting edge. It's got a nice sharpening choil here. Blade thickness is 0.15. It is a Wharncliffe design with a flat grind, stonewash finish. Handle is 5.12 inches long. Your handle width is 0.625. Handle thickness is 0.56. So it's very slim this way, but kind of fat that way, which is interesting. Weight is only 3.4 ounces. It comes in titanium, like a gray titanium, a blue, and I think maybe even a green. Now, again, available on actually Knife Center sells these, Amazon, so these are available at a few places. But these guys are manufactured by Steadman Knives. After doing a little bit more research, because I hadn't heard of the NOC, I looked, and lo and behold, it is another variation of a Steadman knife, kind of like the Valking knives are. That obviously Steadman has their own knives, so they're just doing a new brand with some different designs. So, but the price point is excellent on these guys, because they are original designs, which is always a plus, and it is manufactured with really high-end materials for a really good price. So let's talk about the fit and finish. It is really good. It is exceptionally good, actually, especially for that price point of $150. I can't find anything negative on the machining, the ano on the scales. It almost has it says blue. I want to say it's more purple than blue. It's got very much a purple hint to it. You've got a nice titanium pocket clip. You've got nice titanium construction. Very good fit and finish on this guy. Centering is perfect. No blade play. The machining is really well done. It's got a lock bar insert. It's on bearings. I mean, you got quality materials. Nothing negative to say about the manufacturing. So if you like their designs, for the price point, I definitely think it's a good buy because of the materials. The fit and finish is going to be good. And if you like the design, go for it. That's my first impression of the NOC Knives brand of knives. Like I said, I was way more interested in the chef knife. I felt like it had more of a knife that I would want to use and carry. But I told them I would do a review of this one as well when they sent it to me, because it's nice of them to send me one. So let's talk about what I don't like about this knife first. I already talked about what I do like: the fit and finish, the materials. The action's really good. It's on bearings. It's got a nice detent for the thumb studs, as in multiple plurals there. yeah, those are the goods. The negatives, I would say, are the overall design of the knife is really just one big. I'm just not a big fan. I like the slimness of it here, but then it's super thick here. I mean, it should not be over 0.5 inches. That's kind of the gold standard, right? It's got really sharp points here at the end. Now, I guess if you want to use this as a defensive knife, you could, as a less lethal option. You kind of have a skull crusher built in by accident, I feel like. I mean, it would affect the pocket clip, but it's pretty sharp right here. You could really do some damage with that if you wanted to. It's also got a Wharncliffe blade shape, which is kind of known for defensive use, and it's got really good tip on this guy. So more of a tactical folder than I would usually carry. It's also got some sharp edges, like I said, right there. It's really sharp, and the handle it doesn't have very good ergonomics. It feels just super, I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't have it doesn't have the worst ergonomics I've ever felt, but there's some hot spots there. There's some sharp edges. The handle is very oddly shaped. I guess if you had huge hands, but then if you had big hands, you'd be feeling these in your hand when you use the knife. So overall, like use of the knife as an EDC knife, I don't see it there. I don't love the 4 thumb studs either. I think that's a horrible design. I would just go with 2, call it good. You know, just no need for 4 thumb studs. Like, there's no benefit at all because you can't even really access the top ones because they're up here. They don't act as a blade stop, so that's another thing. So yeah, I guess they're there for looks. I don't know. Not a fan. Not a fan of the 4 thumb studs. Not really a fan of this overall handle design either. So this is not a knock. Get it? Knock. Oh, that was a good pun I didn't even mean to do. On NOC knives. As a company, as their fit and finish, it's a design flaw. It's not a very well designed knife at all. And you know, that is what it is. You know, some designers come out there, and I don't know who designed this. I think it's an in-house design with them. But you have really good fit and finish, really good materials, but you're missing a good value at a price point of only $150. But you're missing the design element of the knife, which to me is probably more important than materials. Because if you had lesser materials, but you had a really good design on the handle and a good design on the knife, then I'm more willing to buy it than just touting, hey, I've got M390 in titanium and bearings and nice fit and finish, nice anodizing. Yeah, but the, you know, just overall design of the knife doesn't work for me. So that's my honest review on it. I do feel like it's a good value at the price point. So if you like the knife, you like the design, it speaks to you, then go for it. It's got a nice action. It's got a good fit and finish. It's got great materials. It's well built, and it's a good value. But overall, for me, the design itself just doesn't work. I do like the packaging quite a bit, so I am excited to try out the chef knife that they have. That's what they call it, and it's not actually a chef knife. Think of it like the Spidey Chef. It's a folding chef's knife, kind of like the Spidey Chef is. I'm excited to try that one out. I think I'm gonna like that design. I already know I like the design a lot more. I wouldn't have picked this one. Like I said, there was just a little bit of miscommunication there between myself and the representative from NOC Knives, but that's okay. We're reviewing this knife anyway, giving it I told him I was going to review it. I was going to be honest and give it a video, but overall, give it a fair shake. But overall, like the company itself, I mean, again, Steadman Knives is the company, just under a different brand. They've done that with Val King and now NOC Knives, so it's still made in the same place as Steadman. They have been known for having good fit and finish and good manufacturing on their knives. Good value, again, just the design itself doesn't speak to me. So hopefully the next knife will, and hopefully they can take some constructive criticism. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.